So, hi and welcome to the Onward and Upward Journey with the 505 Circle. The Onward and Upward is a philosophy carved from the passion of understanding businesses, markets, people, products, and tools. And it's a way of building perception through insights, ideas, stories, and thoughts from different experts in the areas of sales, marketing, finance, product, engineering, and growth hacking. A first in the series of Onward and Upward, powered by the 505 Circle, we're joining hands with the pioneers, the evangelist, and the authors of the Growth Hacking Book 2, bringing out a series of thought leadership based discussions which will cover the essence of each of the chapters contributed by the authors. Our guest for today is a wealth manager, financial planner, and an expert in money management and investments. And in his own words, he helps digital nomad families to organize their money better to reach financial freedom faster. Author, speaker, mentor. Please join me in welcoming Shlomo Freund. Hi, Shlomo.
Hello, pleasure being here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Fantastic. Glad to have you on my show. We're talking about a very, very important topic, which is money and finance, and who better to actually, rather than talking to you. So, from a background perspective, I actually went through your profile. So you seem to be one of the people who actually know the aspects of wealth management and financial planning really well. So we just wanted to sort of understand, out of curiosity, how did you actually get into the whole aspect of understanding what this financial planning is all about, and what were your inspirations, and how far in your journey have you come through?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want to first make a very important distinction.
Hmm.
So, when you're talking about financial planning, it's usually financial advisors who do that, while I am a financial coach. So, you won't see my financial advising certificate because I don't have one. However, I have a lots of experience with investments and the way that I built my life, and the difference that I do it. I do it differently from financial advisor, that I look holistically on a person's life. So it's a combination of life coaching, understanding what the vision and goals of a person are,
Hmm.
and then from that building backwards and planning and understanding, okay, what are the financial aspects that we can help I can help a person or my client to reach those goals. But the most important point is also keep that person happy. So you can have a goal, like I want to have $1 billion, but if that will kill you during the way, we don't really want that. So it's combining these two aspects: live a better life, and also reach that financially, and how you do those together.
Fantastic. So what was your inspiration to get into this line of profession, if I may, and what was the basic trigger for you to get into this?
Um, so dealing with finances and with lifestyle and travel is something which is not new to me from a very young age. I am I did my first investments or tradings were Israeli shekels to US dollars that I discovered with my parents, that I look at the newspaper every day and I can convert those $2 into three something shekels and backwards,
Mhm.
and convert that every day and make a few pennies.
Yeah.
So I'm very into much to that world, and I also grew up in a family where my mother was a travel agent, so there was a lot of traveling around. And already at the age of 4, back in the 80s, was in Israel, wasn't very common. Was taking to travel abroad. So I think by now, already 3 years, I've combined these two passions to really help people build their life for their vision and what they want, but attach that very much into their finances, that they can really think about it and reach that, empower them for this.
Fantastic. Now, we're talking about a very, very important and critical subject, right? So, what would your top three takeaways be from your line of work, which will sort of help people find their truest potential in life?
Um, I'm not going to go certain necessarily with A, B, and C, or 1, 2, and 3 with the three things, but the main thinking here is defining a few points in your life. The point that you're at right now, point A, let's call it point A, and then point B, where you want to get your long-term vision. And I'm not talking about a year from now. Think about 20 years from now. Think about 30 years from now, okay, or even more. And the point that you are in the middle, the journey that you're taking towards this vision that you have on point B. So once you're thinking long term of that thing that you need to get to, and you understand and know how to measure your progress and how to even make that progress faster and faster and faster through your finances and investments, then that's basically the principle. Know where you're going, know where you are, move as fast as possible through that path. That's it's very simple.
Fantastic. And from a skill standpoint, a lot of us, sort of struggle to understand finances really well, income taxes and so on and so forth. So is there any 5 skills or practices that you believe which will actually sort of, help people to understand and achieve their financial goals, in a proper optimized manner?
So it's really important to say that what we are getting from finances out there, newspapers, financial experts, are a lot of noise. There are
Yeah.
really very few financial principles, like the 80-20 rule, that you can get a lot just from doing that. And that's basically what you need. And then the rest is fine tuning and getting a few extras, and that's fine. But it's not about being afraid of your finances or not sure what to do. These are very simple. So these would be: know how to track your net worth, know what's your net worth goal. That's that point maybe that you want to get
Mhm.
there. Know what's your cash flow, know
Yeah.
where your money is going every month on what, know where you can optimize, meaning um, uh, meaning, okay, I'm spending too much on this, it's not that important. Understand the really important distinction between needs and wants. We can say that we need something, but give it a second thought, and
Yeah.
that might not be the case.
Yeah.
We might not need a Spotify subscription.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a need.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
and there may be other ways to solve the same problem in a cheaper way. But anyway, the cost of something is not only the cost that you're paying right now in the cash flow, it's also the alternative of what you could have get from that small amount over 30 years. So
Yeah.
it can be, it's huge amounts. Okay, so sum up all those things. So whatever you save and invest, worth a lot of money on the long term. I'm not sure I gave you at least a list of 5, but I gave you a few things that you can work with.
No, absolutely. Look, it's a humongous subject to talk about, and we can just go on and on and on. I'm pretty sure I'm going to leave your links, once the video, really comes out, and people can actually sort of approach you to actually directly ask you those questions, whatever they may have in their mind. We are here to actually talk about the book as well, right? So, very
Yeah.
importantly, we want to know about the growth hacking book too, and what is your chapter all about? Maybe a gist or an essence of what it is about would be great. Yeah.
So I'm talking about growth hacking your finances and lifestyle, and this is a roadmap that I developed. Of course, there I put it a very in a short way, um, which is defining this journey I just mentioned of A, B, and the
Yeah.
middle,
Yeah.
but in a more of a chart way, and I'm going to explain. So when you are thinking about the roadmap of what you need to do, the first thing is understanding what the vision is. Where are we heading? Remember that point B I
Yeah.
mentioned. Okay, that's the first element in the roadmap. The second element is uh, revamping or upgrading, let's say this, your financial knowledge. And again, not rocket science here. It's a few terms that you can understand. Some people faster, some people slower, but it's really not rocket science that you can use. And when you're reading financial information, comparing ROIs on investments, you can start understanding and see, okay, this is worth it, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
Um, the third one is what I called control your numbers. And this is about understanding how you are measuring your net worth, how you do it every diligently.
Yeah.
Every month you're tracking it. Okay, I do it every month. I publish it on social media. You can see my net worth is up or down. But I know my track. I know I know where I'm heading. Another very important thing is understand your cash flow. If your cash flow positive, great. You have money that you can now put into investment or according to your life goals that you defined on the first element.
Yep.
Then the last one, the last element is very important, which is taking all this information that you have and plan long term. Okay, I have all this raw data, and I can stay in this day to day, saving $2 here, saving, moving it there, and it's important. However, the big picture of what you need to do every month to reach to those goals that you have on the first element that I mentioned, your lifestyle goal, is what you need to really understand. So in this picture, you're taking all this information, then you're breaking it
Yeah.
down to what assets, in what percent, and how long it will take you to reach those goals. And if you manage to fill up all those buckets, great, you're on your way to your great lifestyle that you wanted for yourself. If not, it brings in interesting trade-offs of what are the things that are really important for me. It's important discussion. Is it really important for me to have a trip around the world in 5 years? Or is it important for me to buy a house? Okay, so many people just wing it. But once you understand what's one against the other, you can make smarter decisions.
Fantastic. So if you were to sort of summarize your chapter in just maybe one line, right, what would that be?
You will be organizing your money to reach financial freedom faster. Yes.
Awesome. Fantastic. So let's sort of accelerate into a conversation now and try and understand what are your future goals, aspirations, and what projects are sort of lined up.
Okay, so I'm now working only with people one-on-one, but I definitely wish and want to scale up and help more people. So I'm starting working with the groups of entrepreneurs, of remote workers, of digital nomads, of freelancers that want to have this journey, but in a group form. So this is something that definitely is happening right now. My next step is record something that will be very affordable, that people can really, do it by themselves and have some kind of a forum or access that I can help even more people. And also, it's not the growth hacking book, but I'm also working on another book that will come up next summer.
Wow, very nice. Awesome. So are you revealing what that book is all about, or is it just going to be canned for the moment?
So I have a title in progress. I'm not sure I can reveal it yet. Haven't thought about it. Oh, let's keep it this way for now. I'll keep the surprise.
No, we'll look forward to that. Fantastic. So maybe one success mantra for the audience to sort of take away to sort of inspire them, maybe from a financial standpoint as well. If you can bring in that, that'll be great.
Sure. Once you are able to take yourself out of your day-to-day and thinking long-term, that will save and make you hundreds and thousands of dollars during your lifetime. It's really that simple. Thinking long-term, that's the mantra. Just take that, then break down what you need to do today to reach that. And you need to buy, I'm just giving an example. I have, it's not that long term, but still, I know that in 2.5 years, I need to buy a car. I would probably need to buy a car around that time. I already prepared the money and I already invested in a certain return for the price of the car that I'm about to pay in 2.5 years. I'm investing less and I'm making money on the way so that I'll have that amount. This is just a small example. So think about all this money that I'm saving because I'm not waiting 2.5 years and then say, oh my God, where do I get now money for a car? I don't have this.
Yeah.
This reality just does not exist.
Fantastic.
So these kind of things.
Great takeaway there. Thank you so much. So one final one, maybe a shout out to the audience to maybe, go out there and, order their book online.
Wow, there are so many good and wonderful people, winners as we call them, on that book. So definitely lots and lots of insights. I hope that we're going to the Guinness World of Records with this book with the most contributors.
Yes.
But for now, all the information there and people that I got to know from this book are just amazing, with tons and tons of knowledge you can learn from. So go ahead and get the book.
Great, fantastic. Look, thank you so much for coming on board and talking us through some best practices on the financial side of things. And only thing we can say is onward and upward. Yep. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. It was
Thank
an
you.
honor. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Take care. Bye bye.